Independent living is really getting a flat of your own. It's being able to do everything for yourself, and obviously that's encouraged on most of our schemes.
I think a lot of people worry about moving into sheltered housing because of that old term, warden controlled, which is awful, and every time I hear it I cringe. And the thought of somebody, I think they don't want to move in because they think someone's going to make them come down to bingo, make them come to coffee mornings. But moving into sheltered housing, we're trying to bring it up to the 21st century. People can join in as little or as much as they want to. If they just want to move in and not even meet a soul, that's absolutely fine, that's their choice. And you know, we've got an internet cafe on every scheme now, so we're trying to modernise it a little bit. But people do still like the sort of traditional bingo, whist drives, art classes. I mean, there's so many different activities that go on. And as I say, you can join in as much or as little as you want to. No one forces you to do anything. It's completely independent living, your own front door, but with the safety and the security of knowing someone's there if you need them.
I think, especially in sheltered housing, you see a lot of improvement in people when they come into sheltered housing. I do especially because I do an assessment on people when they're in the community, and you tend to see them frightened to go out their front door, unable perhaps to use the upstairs of their house because they can't get up the stairs and that sort of thing. Tenants' relatives say to us, you know, how much people have sort of improved their quality of life since they've come into sheltered housing, and that is rewarding to know that you're part of that, yeah.
We form the gardening club.
Yeah, every Monday morning.
Yeah.
Monday, and then we take it in turns.
Yeah.
Coming down, watering the garden.
And keeping it. We buy the plants and sell them at bazaars.
Yeah.
And we're going to do bulbs for Christmas.
When new people come down to talk to me, I signpost them to various services and agencies that we use. So it just helps them to tear away from that old-fashioned type of warden control flats, you know. And that's the encouragement I give them, just to do everything by themselves. But if they need that little bit of help, then obviously I'm here to signpost it and to give them the needs that they, you know, that they require, the services that they require.
It promotes independent living for a start. I mean, you get to a state in your life, especially people who own their own houses, the family move away and you're sort of trundling about an empty house. And this gives an opportunity to live in a community where all souls are alike, so to speak. There's always someone on call if need be by alarm, because all these schemes are alarm linked. So therefore, you know, you always got that satisfaction that someone's at hand. I've been here near enough 6 years now, and it's a lovely little scheme. I feel very safe, and you know, I know full well that this is going to be my last sort of resting place, so to speak. So, you know, as I say, I'm quite happy here, and I wouldn't like to move actually.
We've got 48 schemes, 3 of these are leasehold, 1 extra care, which is where we are now. Mixture of schemes, very diverse, some are very big, some are very small, some are groups of bungalows, some are groups of flats. We like to try and create an environment where people can live independently. On a lot of the schemes we've got the cameras linked up to the community TV so they can see who's at the front door. They've got a scheme coordinator on site, and they're there to obviously help them in any way. All of the flats also have got care alarm systems inside, so if anybody at any time of the day or night has any problems, they just pull their cord. And luckily, Careline are part of our team as well. So Careline will either come out and respond, or they'll contact the police or a paramedic or whatever's needed.
We answer all the emergency calls for the shelter housing and all the dispersed alarms throughout Basildon. Well, the call comes through onto the computer. It comes up with the details, the name of where they are, and then depending on what they're telling us, whether they're fallen or they're locked out or need a doctor, depending on how we do it.
I think it helps you to maintain your pride. You don't feel that because you can't do something you're different, because 99% of the others can't do it either. We are such a close-knit community, but If we want to be on our own, we can be on our own. I mean, we don't have to come down and join in all the facilities, but if we wish to, we can.
We try to do an outing and a social evening events, and we have weekly things that go on, like bingo, darts, mat bowling. So, you know, there's quite a few bits and pieces going on all the time, and then we do have our other outings and bits and pieces.
One of the best things, you know, that I go through with new tenants is I ask them what sort of quality they're like in life. And if they're telling me that they've got everything where they were and they would like for that to be the same here, then I encourage them to go in that direction.
We've got 3 wardens on different shifts, and if there's any problems whatsoever, we just get into. They're all here for us. Get in touch with them, and we include them in everything that we do. In any case, you know, they're always welcome.
If you're ill, they do get the doctor.
I'm just so happy here, and I feel safe and secure. And as I say, it's nice for my family because they know that I'm safe and secure. So it's just a lovely place to be.